So you have the job. Congratulations. That's great. If you're like me, always grateful, never content. That's okay. Grateful but not content. What more can you do now that you have that job? How can you negotiate? Maybe you took a position that you're overqualified for, knowing that you want to grow with the company. Please do a good job right where you are. Even if you're looking for that next, if you don't do a good job where you are, they're not going to advance you within that company. I found that people who, and I did the same thing, I had a job description. I did more than what was on that piece of paper that I was supposed to do. Find out what you can do more beyond what it is that you were hired to do. And it always comes back to this when we're talking about effective communication and that, your intention. What is your intention? So when you're going in to negotiate, whenever you're going in to do something, why are you doing that? What is behind it? And always, it can't always be about you. You've got to think about your company. You have to think about that person you're going, what's in it for them, not just what's in it for you. There was a time when I was at ESPN and my big sister, Sally Ann, phenomenal broadcaster in New Orleans, the Oprah of New Orleans, she's affectionately referred to. She was going through a contract negotiation. And so she reached out to me and she's like, Robin, I'm about to go in to see my boss. What should I do? What should I say? Blah, blah, blah. This is what I think I'm worth, but I think they're going to offer this, going all through that. And I'm just going like, you're Sally Ann Roberts. You know people tune in to see you, so you do this. This is what you should ask for. Don't take anything less than that, blah, blah, blah. And hang up the phone. And somebody was eavesdropping and said, boy, you're a great big sister, how you gave advice there. And I said, well, actually, I was talking to my big sister. I'm her little sister. And I relayed that story to my sister, to Sally Ann. And she said, I think it's because you played sports. You just really have a confidence and a game plan that I don't have. She's 8 years older than I am, and she was never exposed to playing sports, never encouraged to playing sports, even though she's 6 feet tall. Oh, if I had those extra inches, I could have been a pro athlete. But I really stopped to think that, that's part of why I always encourage people, especially parents, to encourage their young girls to play sports. But I gave her a game plan, and I gave her the confidence that, unfortunately, she didn't have herself to go in there, and she did get that raise, and she deserved it. She deserved it, and that's it. I mean, if I would never tell her or anyone if it's not something that they deserve or should have. If she wasn't good, she wouldn't have gotten the raise. I gave her the advice, but she's the person who got herself that raise by her ability. So bottom line, do's and don'ts for negotiating. I love when we do the do's and don'ts. Wouldn't it be easier if life was like that? Do this, don't do that. But I'm going to tell you the do's and don'ts of negotiating. Do negotiate. Do know your worth. Whether you're a man or a woman, know your worth. Know what you're bringing to the table. Convince the person that you're talking to of your worth, what you can bring, of yourself and your creative ideas. So that is a big do. Do negotiate. Don't feel that you're entitled. Don't feel it's because they're supposed to do this. It's because you're the right person. That's what you have to believe and make them know. It's not because they owe you anything. It's because, doggone it, you are the right person for that job. You deserve the raise. Show them why that is the case. That is the do's and don'ts of negotiating. And get in there. Get yours. There was another young woman, Jade, who was an intern at Good Morning America, and she came by to see me, which many of them do, just to kind of say, thank you, hey, and also they're smart, they know. And there was something about her that was quite impressive, and I remembered her internship being impressive as well. And when I had an opening in social media, I didn't even know if that was something that she would love to do or like to do, and she did. And just recently, I was going on assignment to Abu Dhabi. Everybody and the mama wanted to come with me to Abu Dhabi. They were like, "Oh, Jade comes into my office and has a proposal of what she can do for me in Abu Dhabi as a social media director. She had a full plan. It wasn't just like boondoggles. She's just trying to go to Abu Dhabi. She actually showed me, had written down, and she always does that. She always has a full proposal in what she wants to do, which is part of the reason why I'm so grateful that I hired her. Another tip I say to you, especially you youngins who are interns, you meet people there at the company. You take a picture with that person. You print that picture. Don't keep it on your phone. Print it. Put it in not a big old 8x10, just a smaller picture in a frame. Give it to the person. I know when I receive a picture like that, when that intern calls me, I know who they are. I'm like, oh, okay, that's who. Because there's so many people that will reach out to me that it's very difficult for me to remember. But I like those who take the time to just send a picture, just a little something to jog my memory, and that is very helpful. So that's a little suggestion that maybe you can do. How do you strike that balance between your goals and that of your company? They have to be aligned. I don't think that they are mutually exclusive. If every time that I've asked for something, be it at ESPN or Good Morning America, and I'll use the example at ESPN, when I went into John Walsh's office, the gentleman who hired me, mere months after being hired, and wanting a position on NFL Primetime, which was the premier program on ESPN, NFL football with Chris Berman and Tom Jackson, going in there and asking him and selling it as, I'm there on Sunday mornings, so I can just stay until the evening. You don't have to bring somebody in. So you see where I'm going here. So I was offering, I wanted this plum job, but also they were benefiting from it as well. They didn't have to bring in an extra body in for that day. And so anytime that I have wanted a promotion or wanted anything with the company that I'm working for, it's because I feel it's going to make them better too. Yes, it's going to better my position, but I have to make it so it's not just beneficial to me, but to the company as well. And so you have to keep that in mind. How can you both, a win-win, it's got to be a win-win situation, and you can figure that out. How do you make allies in the workplace? How was I able to develop a relationship with John Walsh, who brought me to ESPN and really in many ways launched my career at the network level? I was authentic with him. I cared. I didn't fake it. I didn't make him feel that as grateful as I was that he hired me, I didn't do anything that I was not sincere about. Does that make sense to you? And showed a genuine interest. In fact, he's a friend to this day. I just was at his son's wedding reception. My mother and I were at his daughter's wedding. And that doesn't happen if you don't really genuinely take an interest in the person. So how do you develop those allies? How do you get people to want to help you? Be honest with them. I think John knew. I think he knew my dreams. I wanted to be a part of it. He wanted to be, I'll give you a sports analogy. He wanted to be my Branch Rickey. Jackie Robinson was a great baseball player, breaking the color barrier in Major League Baseball. Branch Rickey was the owner who gave him that opportunity, the white man who gave Jackie Robinson that opportunity. they're forever linked in history together. And I've always made people want to be my branch Ricky. And how I've done that is to let them know it's not just about my dreams and aspirations. I want to make a difference where I am. And so I'm able to develop it. And you can do the same thing. I mean, I'm going to lean in here. I'm going to literally lean in on this. Be real with people. You will find somebody who wants to help you. There will be those who don't. You're going to have your haters, and I've had mine. But you can and will find if you're doing it authentically. You can't be calculated with it and go, okay, like, ooh, this guy can help me. So, what can I do? What is he like? No, that's not what I'm talking about. The difference is like, oh, what does he, oh my gosh, I want to bring this person joy. I want them to want to help me. And so you find that way of doing it. There are going to be people that you try this with and it's not going to work. It won't. It's just because, you know what? It's not you, it's them. You're not doing anything wrong. It's them. Not everybody's going to want to help you. But there are people who do want to help you. And it's your job to find those people in your workplace. And you will find them.